Hi, how are you?
Great, let's collab.
Okay, awesome. What's your name?
Serious. Oh, advice chair.
Yeah.
I got interviewed for someone who has 7 million viewers.
Really?
I was at Gold's Gym became second
That's sick.
in my first show.
You should come up here next.
All right, I will.
What's your name?
Angel Lopez.
Well, I'm Bennett, and how can I help you, Angel?
Well, I don't know. My parents got deported this year. I became homeless.
Oh, wow.
I lost 2 of my cousins. They passed away. Right now, I'm barely recovering. I'm living with my sister in Austin, Texas, but my life has not been what how it started. Yeah.
What are you recovering from?
Well, from everything.
Yes, of course. No, that was a stupid question. Yeah, I'm sorry. So basically, we just need to get through this mentally, yeah?
Oh, I know. I follow the word of God. I try to get closer to Him. I know my relationship is not, the best because I'm gay and stuff. So it's not correct or not, worldly if I like guys and stuff. So and the Bible says I'm still sinning and stuff, even though I still have a very strong connection than most Christians that I know or met.
Okay.
But besides that, I try to stay positive. I try to, keep smiling at the world, even though that world wants to, sometimes just eat me up and, but yeah, I just, I have to have my faith even stronger in the tougher times.
Okay.
And, have my faith even when I'm okay, because God will be there in the bad and the good.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions, and if any of this makes you uncomfortable, then feel free to tell me to stop or move on. But,
okay.
I know that there are a lot of, I'm not Christian, I was raised Jewish, so I don't have the education, but I'm just speaking from an outsider's perspective. I know that there are a lot of different denominations and a lot of different sort of ways of looking at it, where some people deem it unacceptable to be gay, others deem it completely acceptable. Do you feel that it's something where you would be open to looking into finding another church that's more accepting of your sexuality?
Well, what I have talked to God and what I have learned from Him is that I can go to the best church ever, but sometimes it's not the church that you need. It's a relationship with Him, Right. The church, it's inside of you. The only one that needs to accept me and love me is God.
And do you feel like that can happen?
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I have. So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I know you're interviewing me, but
Yeah.
when you close your eyes and you pray, or when you close your eyes, what do you see? Like when you're actually in calm and tranquility, what do you see?
Are you asking like if when I pray who or what?
If you pray, or
Yeah.
whenever you close your eyes and you're in a meditative state, when you're just in quiet, you just
Yeah.
want to connect to the universe, to whatever you believe
Right,
in.
I got you.
What do you see?
I see whatever things I'm picturing. If I'm like, let's say that I am praying for something, or I'm just like manifesting something or visualizing it, I try to literally just, it's like I'm telling a story and I am watching the story unfold. Like I don't just see black, I see the whole picture, if that makes sense.
Okay. You want to know what I see when I close my eyes?
Yeah.
And this is how I know I have a strong connection to God. When I close, like right now, when I close my eyes, I can see myself very tiny, very small, on the edge of a nice, beautiful, white, glowing robe that's just like full with stars, and like you can see the greatness of it. I see a feet on the, I'm standing next to a feet and a sandal, and I feel and I sense that is God holding me near Him. I can feel His presence, His warmth, His love, because He is love. I see myself away from darkness, and I'm in this void that's darkening all around, but except when I'm with Him next to, I just see this huge being that I can't even comprehend.
Wow.
But I can only see that little, and I'm small, and I say, God, I'm not worthy being here. I am rebel. I am sometimes a liar. Sometimes I have to steal to feed myself. I'm sorry that, I'm not the perfect kid, And if me being gay is bad, I'm sorry for that too. But if it's not, anything that comes from you, I will receive. And if you say that's not from you, I will leave, even it might hurt, So he holds me, he covers me with his robe, even though that I'm not worthy. But knowing that you're not worthy, knowing that you're a mess, is what makes you worthy. It's what he wants you to say, I am sorry, God. He wants you to fall down on your knees and ask forgiveness and try to understand, his huge sacrifice. He sent his only son to die for us on the cross. So that's how I know I'm in his presence. I'm with him everywhere I go. Because trust me, I have had a very shitty life. But besides that, I haven't had a single sorrow day. I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
It's funny how my life hasn't been perfect, but I've always seen my life as positive as I can.
Because you have faith, yeah?
I do.
And it's like God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Yes. And he's always been there also. When something bad happens to me or whatever, when I was homeless, he knew I was already gonna cuss at him. He knew I was gonna rebel against him. But instead of, being saying, hey, you're being ungrateful, why you're cussing me out? I'm not doing this to you. The devil is wants me to let you put, to see if you actually have faith in me. But then he'll come down and it feels like just a little palm of his hand is like he's holding a baby, and I see myself inside that, and all my anger and my desperation just vaporized. It just vanished. And I start crying, and I'll tell him thank you and I'm sorry. But he already know what I was gonna do. He already know how I gonna react, because he's all knowing. He's all Sorry, I get very.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional. To be honest with you, I don't know why. I wasn't expecting to. I think it's because you're well spoken.
Thank you.
I've never cried in this chair. I haven't actually.
Oh, I'm sorry for the
No,
little tear.
It's not a bad thing. I just think it's that because so many people, with lesser problems than yours would not even know how to find hope, and it seems like you have some, and that's important.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that you are going to be okay because you're holding on to something.
Oh, I know I'm gonna be okay. Even if I right now walk away from this chair and there's a shooting and I die, I know I'm gonna be with my God. Even though if I know that, I might get a call and say, hey, your parents passed away. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, and because I'm human. But at the same time, I'm gonna be like, if it's your will, it's fine, God. I'm angry right now, but I know you're gonna take that anger and that suffering away, because you're gonna make me understand it's your divine will, It's not my will. It's not what I want or what I need.
Right.
It's whatever you think I need at the moment to fight the next battle up ahead.
Right. Well, just circling it back to, I obviously want to give advice to people, but I think the only thing I would say to you is that, do you need any help figuring out how to keep spreading your message to more people? That's my only question for you.
See, that's actually a very curious, very unique question that I can since the early 2023, 2022, I keep getting a dream, or I keep getting a memory of saying to start a channel, to start a YouTube channel or whatever, or to write a book of my life, of what I've gone through. And besides, gone through so much. I'm 30 years old right now. I'm gonna be 31 next year. I'm from 1995.
Okay.
From my 30 years of life, my first 5 years of life were beautiful, were wonderful. I have memories of my dad taking me to the beach. I have memories of him taking me to McDonald's, giving me piggyback rides. Besides that he would go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning in the fields and would come back at 4 or 5 in the afternoon. But then when I was 5 to now I was 10, I was raped by my uncle. From there, I was beat up by my dad because he blamed me of that. So 5 years, my dad would hit me every single day until until child welfare found out. Took me away. I was in a nice foster home. The first foster home was lovely. There were Muslims. And the father, Mr. Hassan, he was more father to me in 3 months than my own father. From there, I went back and then we went to Mexico because my grandparents were supposedly dying and my parent wanted to see his parents before they passed away. From there, I was stuck in Mexico for 6 months. No, 6 years, I mean. From 2017, the end of 2017 to all the way to 2023. In Mexico, my cousins tried to kill me. I was homeless in Acapulco. I found a home, but the home that I found, they violated me. They were just using me. Came back, COVID happened. My parents were on the verge of dying. I don't know how I was able to sustain them. From there, COVID was ended. Government was trying to help us out. I get kidnapped for 3 weeks. The worst 3 weeks of my life. I saw teenage girls getting raped and stuff and then not come back where they were having us in this container. And out of nowhere, me not losing my faith in there, we were the last two, it was a lady and me, took us out of that basement because for a miracle, when they were gonna come down for another person, they left the doors open. And we left, she grabbed me by the hand and we were running for like hours until the next morning. They end up finding us. They were able to shoot her on the shoulder. There was police nearby. I was able to go back to Mexico City. From Mexico City, I was able to be with my parents for a month or so. Then I came back to the US. In the US, my sister was in a toxic relationship. She was getting abused, hit by her husband and stuff. And I couldn't live there no more. I told my sister, I'm sorry. I wrote her a note and I'm like, I'm taking my last check. I'm going to California. I love you. And I don't want to cause you any more problems because of me. His husband was very homophobic. Over here thinking my foster families were gonna take me in. They used me to do bad things, but besides that, I don't blame them and I don't have a grudge against them. I moved to Salinas. Salinas, I again started from zero and I was living there for 3 years. And right now, on May 28th, I became homeless again. My college was sort of helping me out. They were able to finally buy me a ticket. My sister had divorced her husband already from her abusive relationship. So I'm living with my sister right now and my aunt Ana Maria. And that's literally as packed as I can tell you my 30 years of life. And right now we're in the present. And besides that, yes, I have lost my faith for a day or two. But like I said, I would feel God just hold me and take that away. And people would always ask me, Angel, how are you so happy all the time? Why are you always smiling? Like we see your life and it's shitty life. How can you be happy and me that I have more than you? I feel sad and miserable. And I said, to be honest, I don't know how to answer that yet. I can fast, I can ask God, but for right now, I can't answer that, you know? And I've always seen myself, you know, should I tell my story to help other people and stuff?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I know I'm not probably the only one, or a lot of people can relate and stuff. And if I'm able to push through it, you know, and still be alive today, because most of the people would all have already given up on life. But for some odd reason, God still has me here, you know. I'm still, even when I don't have money, I'm like, God, I want to do your work. I don't have no money. People out of nowhere would start giving me money, and we're like, do my work. I would be able to buy some food and give it to the homeless and pray for them. Because what God says is that if you ask for me, that you want to help and help my kids to get close to me, there's nothing impossible that I cannot do to put those resources right there in front of you. But now if you tell them that you're gonna do that and you end up using the money for something else, you know, you can do it once, you can do it twice, but then, you know, don't get mad if you get divine punishment, because he also, you know, would get mad and upset. You said you were gonna use this for this and you didn't.
Well, I think that he's called on you to serve, right? So serving might mean telling your story. I mean, do you have a phone?
I do, and what's it called? I don't use that many social medias, but the only social media I do have a lot of followers, it's on Snapchat.
Okay.
This is my followers right now.
Yeah.
And then it's the only one that I have a lot of. Instagram and the other ones, I don't have that many. But yeah.
Wow. Those are all your followers?
Yeah, and then they'll keep popping up, and when you know, and it's all over the, no, but I don't, see, what my followers like about me is that I really don't try to live a life that's not mine. I don't show off luxuries that I don't have.
Of course.
I don't, you know, go to places that I cannot afford to just pretend that that's my life, you know? And I don't post every time. So, you know, they always message me and they're like, how's your life, even though it looks bad sometimes, but you always end up in the most beautiful places. Like, do you pay for it? No. Someone invited me, and if I feel like recording or sharing it, I'll share it. But if I feel like not sharing it, I feel like, okay, maybe that's God saying, you know, I'm not supposed to be sharing this.
That's fair. Well, I think you need to pray on it then, because I think, you know, we're kind of talking it through, and it sounds like you have a bit of a social media presence already. But if you ever feel like what we've talked about today could be shared on a deeper level, I think that's the only thing I would encourage you to do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Help other people. That's all I can say to you.
Yeah.
Because you know, you've already inspired me, and I imagine a lot of other people who have actually been through a lot worse than I ever have would be like, wow, you know.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing your story.
No, you're welcome. No, thank you for having me, and it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. So you're only on Snapchat? What?
Huh? Sorry, you know how God has gifts to certain people?
Yeah.
There's 12 gifts.
Yeah.
The gift of seeing, the gift of preaching.
Yeah.
So I go to Impact Family Church in Austin, Texas with my sister.
Yeah.
And apparently my gift, and I had never known this, but my gift is the gift of seeing.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm able, not all the time, but it's very random. When I grab someone's hand or shoulder, I'm either able to see if they're in a light path, a dark path, or sometimes it shows both.
Okay.
And sometimes if I know you personally, I can actually see like your pain or see your happiness or whatever. So it caught me off guard that, you know, I was able to see your paths.
You saw my paths?
I saw right now that your paths are going to divide soon between dark and light.
What does that mean?
So that means something in your near future and your far future is going to make you decide if it's going to affect you in a bad way, going you know, if it's going to affect you, if you're going to take it negatively, you're going to follow the dark path and it's going to, you know, lead you to your own demise. if you take something good out of it and you keep your faith, you're gonna keep continuing on your life path.
Interesting. Well, now I'll be thinking about that until something happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
I noticed you got a vision there. I could tell you were like, you know. So, Angel Lopez, right?
Yes.
That's a special name.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you, and hope to see you again either
I
on
hope so,
social
too.
medias or if God, puts our path together again or whatever.
I hope so.
May it be His divine will, not ours.
You're not on TikTok, no?
No, mostly I'm on Snapchat. I do have all the other social medias, but I don't post as much
Oh, okay.
there.
Well, I think you'd be good on TikTok.
Okay,
So you should post on there.
you here?
Hey guys, how are
I'm done
you?
already, so if you guys want to go ahead.
Yeah.
Vice chairs,
What's up?
you go solve my problem.
Yeah, of course. Here you go. I just followed you. Or I followed myself, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you, Angel.
Nice meeting
God bless
as
you.
well. Bye.
Bye. You have a good one.